George Russell's coming. No, he can't. Wow.
Stays fifth. Hamilton out-qualifies Russell, and that's 6 apiece.
Lando!
Head-to-head battle, and then...
What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we are back with the qualifying highlights from the French Grand Prix. Was not able to actually get going and get a live stream up. We lost internet here, essentially, for the Grand Prix. But hopefully we will have a live stream tomorrow for the actual race. It is 8 a.m. my time. Very, very early in the morning, unfortunately for me. But I'm actually really, really excited to get started back with the live streams, back with the French Grand Prix. And I haven't had a live stream to watch a race live in a really long time. So you'll find the link to the live stream in the description below. I'm going to go into this with a clear mindset. I did watch some of FP1 and FP2. The Ferraris looked amazing at both of them. Both Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc looked phenomenal. So going into the qualifying session, I think it will be one of them. I should pick the exact opposite. Because they looked good in practice, I should go somewhere else. Maybe, okay. Max Verstappen's going to take pole. That's my prediction. I'm going to psych myself out. I say Leclerc, P2, and I'll throw a wrench into the mix. I'll say George Russell, P3. Those are my predictions for the qualifying highlights. Obviously, there are going to be things that I miss or things that they do not show in the qualifying highlights from the F1 YouTube channel. So please let me know those in the comments. You guys know I read the comments. I absolutely appreciate you guys. You guys fill me in on so many things I missed or I don't know or I didn't see. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the live stream, the French Grand Prix. So let me know what you guys think about the qualifying session down in the comments below. If you want to watch the 2021 qualifying session as well, I might drop that video right before the live stream tomorrow. Debatable. Coming soon, maybe. But yeah, let's get into the video. As always, you can find the original video down in the description below. Okay, sorry. I do this every time. I just need to process Q1. So Leclerc has been the fastest. Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Lando. The Mercedes not doing well. And the usual suspects in the at-risk spot. So Lance Stroll, I'm gonna guess he's not gonna make it. Zhou Guanyu. Come on, Zhou. I kind of want him to make it. I want him to make it. Mick Schumacher, very interesting. Vettel and Kevin Magnussen, no, it's okay. Mag must just be starting from the back. Unlucky K-Mag. Daniel Ricciardo at P12. Dude, Daniel Ricciardo is so disappointing. I think you gotta replace him with Vettel. I think it's the only way to go, and I love Danny Rick. But I think I would rather see him in the Aston Martin as the #1 than ruining the McLaren as the #2. That's just me. But anyway, sorry.
Down the main straight, was 16th, stays 16th, he's out of qualifying.
Oh, Zhou's out.
No
okay,
Q3
sick.
for Zhou Guanyu on this particular occasion. But Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher are both putting in personal bests in each sector on their lap so far. Yuki Tsunoda crosses the line, stays 11th. Here's Mick Schumacher desperately trying to get out of the bottom 6, as is, bottom 5 I should say, as is Lance Stroll, who's currently at the moment the man who's safest and is still safe, but on the cusp. No one improving their times until Mick Schumacher knocks Lance Stroll out. Schumacher goes 10th fastest.
Dude, Mick Schumacher's on a roll lately. He actually is on such a good roll. I love it. I love every bit of that.
So, identical times for Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll as Sebastian Vettel now goes 11th fastest. Well done to him. Great lap.
Oh my goodness, Kevin Magnussen just went crazy. Daniel Ricciardo out. Daniel Ricciardo's going to be out.
Schumacher is down in 11th. It's the top 6.
Oh, I think he just barely survived.
Mick Schumacher, Danny Rick. Oh, hang on 2 seconds as we watch Alexander Albon.
Schumacher's lost his time as well.
Track limits?
Spin for Alex Albon.
Wait, what happened to Mick?
What we've got here is Daniel Ricciardo and Mick Schumacher both having a lap time deleted for exceeding track limits.
No.
Not good for Pierre Gasly. Lance Stroll.
So Mick Schumacher. No. So unlucky, Mick. So unlucky. I thought that was a really good finish.
Zhou Guanyu just couldn't improve. Mick Schumacher paid the penalty for exceeding track limits, and Nicholas Latifi slowest of all. Where does Sebastian Vettel jump to? Down the main straight we go.
Vettel only 11, yeah, that's it.
He just didn't have the grip in the final sector. Bottas goes 7th
Lewis,
fastest overall.
George.
Bottas had a shocking first sector as well, a 23.4
Lewis,
versus the
George,
a 22.6,
Yuki.
8/10 off the Ferrari.
Yuki.
Tsunoda goes 6th fastest. Was it shocking for Valtteri Bottas, or was he saving a bit in his tyres?
Fernando.
Not pushing too hard, I wonder. Fernando Alonso goes 5th fastest overall. George Russell was 15th, and he's now 6th. That pushes Bottas right to the cusp, because Magnussen and Hamilton are still out there trying to improve their times. Valtteri Bottas
Daniel
is
Ricciardo.
now out of the qualifying session, because Daniel Ricciardo has just gone 9th fastest overall. So Esteban Ocon now is the man at risk. Kevin Magnussen will start at the back of the grid. Can he get into Q3? Yes, he can. He goes 7th fastest. Puts Daniel Ricciardo at risk as Lewis Hamilton now to cross the line. Hamilton goes top 5. Ricciardo is out of qualifying.
That was a rough one for Daniel Ricciardo.
Ricciardo is out.
That, you know what, I can't hate on him for that. He actually had a bit of pace there, but it was just, I mean, they just kept knocking each other out bit by bit by bit.
Vettel and Albon.
I said George Russell P3. I still think it's going to happen.
27.8 Verstappen's down the mid-sector versus the 28.1 of Charles Leclerc. So the slipstream's not worked at the moment. It may work over the lap, but certainly not where the Ferrari wanted it with the intention.
Leclerc is now ahead of Carlos Sainz, as you would expect, a 1:31.6 for Sergio Perez, and we're on board with the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Fernando Alonso goes 1.8 seconds slower than Sergio Perez. Yuki Tsunoda goes a couple of tenths slower than Fernando Alonso. Charles Leclerc will now cross the line and will take provisional pole from Sergio Perez by about 4/10 of a second. So all attention
That's a killer move.
turns
That's
to
a killer
Max
move.
Verstappen, who was ahead in the middle sector of the Ferrari, and Verstappen crosses the line, can only go 2nd fastest. But that's Ferrari with the tow, getting a lap time that's only 8/1000ths of a second quicker than Max Verstappen. Hamilton goes 4th fastest ahead of Fernando Alonso, and then Yuki Tsunoda. And we look back to George Russell,
George.
who
There's
replaces
George.
his teammate provisionally on the 2nd row by just a few
Lando.
100ths of a second.
Okay, Lando, not
Norris
bad,
goes
not
6th
bad.
fastest.
Here's the slipstream coming up, so
Yeah.
he's tows him all the way up through Cena, and I think he'll pull to the right at La Boussy. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely spot on. It couldn't have been any better done, to be honest, from Carlos Sainz.
Look at Carlos, what a king.
The right-hander, then pulls to the right. It's almost like you told him what to do. 22.7 for the first sector for Sergio Perez, 23.1 for Fernando Alonso, and a 23.3 for Yuki Tsunoda.
That's very decent from Sergio Perez. That's a 10th quicker than he was able to do before, and that's what we're saying. That's where the evolution comes. That's where you need to start pushing the brake pedal a little bit harder, and there's Leclerc just done the best first sector of anybody, 0.01 up. You can see Sainz just up there the distance, so they're going for the same strategy.
Guys,
From
Charles Leclerc on pole? Charles Leclerc on pole? Not Max? I really thought it was going to be Max. I'm not going to lie to you.
turn 9 all the way to turn 11. They're probably going to stay on board as well. And Verstappen, what's he been able to do?
So Verstappen's down through that first sector. He's not replicated his first sector from beforehand. Charles Leclerc then with the edge, currently has provisional pole and currently ahead in times on this final flying lap. There goes the tow that Carlos Sainz is giving Charles Leclerc, and once again he'll keep ahead through the scene.
Why is Carlos Sainz not getting a good time?
2/10 up on what he was able to do before in the mid-sector.
Why is Carlos Sainz doing that?
He had to do, and he had to
Why
use
is he
that
doing
tow,
that?
So I would suspect he's going to be there, but Verstappen is 0.12 up as well. Probably not enough at this point with that 27.8 in the mid-sector.
Carlos Sainz is going to start from, he's going to start from the back of the grid anyway, huh?
Over, but Verstappen's got it all to do here. The man on provisional pole is Charles Leclerc. He is looking good to retain that and keep it as well. Decent pace from the two Mercedes on this lap, and Hamilton ahead of George Russell by 3/10. Leclerc crosses the line. He's extended his advantage. Gets a big cheer from the crowd.
Oh, that's a good one.
Leclerc
No, I don't think Verstappen's touching that. I don't think he's touching that.
Verstappen 5 times this season. They have been first and second in qualifying. We'll make that 6, and it's Charles Leclerc on pole from Max Verstappen here at Paul Ricard. Lewis Hamilton,
only
previous
P4,
pole sitter here,
yeah.
gets onto the second row.
Does he though? Does he though? Because George Russell's coming. George Russell's coming. No, he can't. Wow.
Stays 5th. Hamilton out-qualifies Russell, and that's 6 apiece.
Lando!
Mercedes head-to-head battle, and then Lando Norris
The three
splits the two
Englishmen.
Mercedes and makes it 3 Brits in a row on the grid. Hamilton ahead of Norris, ahead of Russell. That is a fine lap from Lando Norris in a McLaren car that looks a lot better this weekend, it has to be said.
Yeah,
Fernando Alonso
this
set
seems
the
like their
fastest
track.
ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Carlos Sainz didn't set a time, neither did Kevin Magnussen.
Because they have like the repairments or whatever. Or is it repairments? It's technical changes, and they're gonna start like towards the back of the grid anyway. So Carlos Sainz is gonna have a lot of work to do. But okay, you know what? Fair play. Also, big up Yuki, P8. I feel like that's just kind of glossed over. What happened to Ocon? Esteban Ocon, I don't even see where he went out. I think he went out in Q2. Fernando Alonso, P7. The 3 Englishmen in 4, 5, and 6. Checo, Max, and then Charles. I think Red Bull are going to be set up so nice. Unless Mercedes toss themselves in the mix to, like, undercut Red Bull, I think Max is going to win tomorrow. I really do. For some reason, I just have that feeling. But okay, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I actually love that the Carlos Sainz did his best to help Charles get there, and it worked out really well. Whole 0.3 of a second quicker in qualifying. I'm excited. I'm so excited for the race tomorrow. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for the live stream. I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.